Welcome to ImpromptU with Gkamp. I am Sarah.
And I am Aaron.
So,
Today's first episode of ImpromptU, we'll be interviewing a few individuals on based on what they think of this beautiful
majestic
twin island.
of Trinidad and Tobago.
But only Trinidad for today.
To ask individuals a few questions about their country.
We're beginning this series with churches, alright? So we'll be heading today to the Kingdom's Truth and Life Ministries.
And all we want to do is ImpromptU.
Rock, paper, and scissors for who interviewing the individuals.
Let's play.
Hi there, good day. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm fine. So this is your like first date and stuff?
Yes.
Oh, alright. So tell me a little bit about yourself and like what you're interested in and stuff and so about.
I'm interested in in doing these foodies, going by people foods and testing out the foods and all these different things, and even like going on hikes and all these adventurous things.
So you're a very active person. That's nice and into the culinary and stuff too. That is actually something we have in common, I actually into the food business and stuff as well. So and your country, what you like about this country, Trinidad and Tobago?
It's beautiful. I have some good people, but in some cases, like if people would treat the country as it is worth it, then I can myself.
I agree. Indeed before?
No.
No, so this is your first step? Actually, this is also my own as well. And so what do you think of today's youths?
Today's youths. You have to be specific in that question. What exactly?
Well, like what exactly you think they're like in your encounters with them and stuff? So
Well, in general, the more recent youths of today, it's clear to see that they don't have much guidance going on.
guidance, and what you think would be like a great sense of stability to help the youths into this generation?
Well, stable households, one, and two, like having stable communities as well can also help the youths of today. Like how before it would have had community centers with activities people could come and do from the area. Things like that would encourage youths to and make community for them to also be raised better.
That's actually very that's very touching. And what do you think of the state of the country on the whole? Like, what do you think of the state of Trinidad on the whole?
It's very poor as of right.
Pause and how.
It's not that great how things going. It's honestly not that great, and like not just economics wise, in general, with like crime and everything, and given the fact that more sickness, hospitalization, the hospital's not great either, the workforce not great, and so far, yeah, poor.
What you thought of the date?
Well, you're boring at first, I'm being honest, but I appreciate the last two questions you asked.
So I'm the mother of four.
4 beautiful babies. Okay, and what is your like sense in today's youths really like? What do you think of the youths of this generation?
Well, what can I say about the youths of the generation? Different to mine, but at the end of the day, I was once young too, so I understand the plight of the young people in a sense, and my prayer is for this generation, because when we look at it, they are the ones that if we look at it from the Christian standpoint platform, or even in general, they are the ones that will take on the future.
Like, what I love most about Trinidad so far as the food and stuff. I like that, you know, the culture and everything, you know, in our delicacies. That's one of the best things we have to offer. But you know, considering the state and stuff, where see this country in like the next 5 years or so?
In the next 5 years, well, a lot could change from now in the next 5 years, but I do hope the country goes in a very positive way.
What do you think of the current state of this country?
Well, what I can say. It's not surprising where we are right now, because I've seen through a progressive breakdown in the family through the years, and because of that, you see the state of the runaway crime situation, the runaway murder rate. That is the main, in my mind, that is the main cause of where we are and the things that are going on right now.
I agree. I really agree. You know, that's actually very, you know, and it's a very sad thing, really, you know, to see that, you know, the families are the pillar of the generation, and when they are weak, the nation is weak. And I agree there. But, you know, like before, we must stay positive, hoping, you know, for the best. And also, where do you see this country like in the next 5 years or so? In your
Well, I see the next 5 years, if we could take a hold of how things are right now and go back to some of the foundation principles from what we see in the Bible, you know, I see us being able to come out of this hole that we have found ourselves in, and things could be very positive for our country.
positivity.
We have to be determined to do it. You can't just rock back and you know, it will take an effort to do it, not just sit back and think, well, somebody else will do it, but everybody needs to come on board and put their hands to the wheel, so to speak.
So that was interesting.
Yeah,
So how were your dates?
it really was wonderful. Like, honestly, I got so much different point of views on different individuals' perspective based on this country and their thoughts towards it. It was great.
That's really nice. So we at Gkamp family want to imprompt you. So feel free to share in the comment section. Have you ever asked God for something and He came true for you? Feel free to share.
With that being said, follow us on our social media platforms, on Facebook at Gkamp.
And on Instagram and TikTok.
That's Gkamp with a K.
And subscribe and hit that notification bell.
We are Gkamp.
And we just imprompt you. Gkamp.
Gkamp.
And Instagram.
Tell me how old you are.
5.
You're 5 years old, bro? Yeah, and what's beautiful,
Trin Island.
majestic,